Before we start, please subscribe and like. Vision and visual processing in autism often differ from what is normally experienced by those not on the spectrum. This video will introduce the range of problems that may be encountered. Autism does not have a standard visual presentation. It has been estimated that around half of those diagnosed as being on the spectrum have vision problems, and these numbers increase to around 90% having visual processing difficulties. There is a wide range of problems, but they may be categorized into the broad areas of standard and non-standard optometric presentations, timing sequencing and mapping difficulties, cognitive anomalies, integrative discrepancies, synesthetic problems, biomedical imbalances, as well as many other non-specific problems.
Well, because for one thing, most people don't ask you, or they're not even aware that you're having this difficulty, so you don't really get to talk about it. So it's a good exercise to try and solve the problem of how Pung reports this strange experience. I definitely recognise people by their voice, but also by the way they move. But their actual body movement. So a walk, I'm talking about a walk. I can recognise the way somebody walks from far away. But close up with a face, sometimes, even with close friends, I don't recognise them till they say "Pum," and then like the voice must it's Beth.
Test, which can be undertaken by either a doctor or optometrist, will check whether there is a disease component in the visual problems being experienced and whether glasses may stop symptoms. It should consider eye movements, stereo vision and focusing problems. Visual fields may be checked, as these may indicate disease or trauma. Other factors include visual neglect, alternating vision between the eyes, unstable vision, and image size anomalies. The timing of information flow in the visual system is extremely important, yet it is almost always ignored. It affects virtually every aspect of vision and visual processing. Sometimes, each eye sends information to the brain at different speeds, or the visual information flow is at the wrong speed.
Can't understand exactly how fast they're speaking, and it's like a Japanese movie. They're talking and then there's that pause and then the words are coming in.
These have major effects in sensory integration and cognition.
They go all wiggly.
In what way?
Like jelly.
Jelly?
Yeah.
So the whole body becomes jelly-like, or is it just the face?
And that's whole body.
The image may become distorted or change dimensions. Time and space may become distorted. Cognition may be badly affected. Illusions are images or visual tricks that deceive the brain into seeing something different from what is actually there. They occur due to the way the brain processes visual information, and are common in autism. Visual hallucinations are perceptions of seeing things that aren't present. These can involve complex scenarios like seeing people or objects that don't exist, or simpler visual disturbances such as shapes, lights, or colors. Unlike visual illusions, which are misinterpretations of real external stimuli, hallucinations occur without external input. They are common in autism.
And what happens to people's faces?
Some of them get cut off. They lose their heads. The image of their head, it goes.
And what happens when we change the lighting?
It comes back and it's more clearer to see.
They can be distressing and may interfere with an individual's ability to function normally. The ability to perceive and interpret the world around us relies heavily on the integration of various sensory inputs: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Is the process by which our brain combines visual information with inputs from other senses to form a coherent understanding of our environment. This process is crucial for everyday tasks such as navigating spaces.
Things bend and sort of morph into other shapes, and like holes can appear, or sometimes things disappear as well. And people will say that I'm clumsy because I'll reach for things and I'm reaching in the wrong place, or try to open a door and I'm reaching in the wrong place.
Again, these are often a problem in autism. Poor sensory integration can result in sensory overload. When the brain struggles to combine sensory inputs effectively, it can become overwhelmed. However, perhaps the most important visual processing difficulty in autism is in facial recognition. There are a large number.
Sometimes their head seems bigger than their actual body.
Yep. The eyes are starting to roll, the nose is starting to rip, and the mouth is twirling. And
Right.
the face is also red.
Okay. You put the glasses on?
They're fine. The face is just clear.
What about if I smile?
Ooh! You just got a mean look on you.
It changed my expression.
Without the glasses, you have your frown's upside down and you look mean. And you look like you're about to hit me.
In future videos we will explore in much more detail the visual and sensory processing difficulties in autism and similar conditions. We will explore assessment, management, and what can be done by parents, professionals, and expert-level management. It is complex, but we will try to keep it understandable for all. Please subscribe as we wish to continue making videos freely accessible to all.